What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck 9916 and welcome back to the MLB 16 the show, Road to the Show, episode 82, I believe. Well, I forgot to save the last episode. We did that last episode. The first game was in Detroit and we won. And then it was in between games. I'm like, I don't want to play another game. So I just quit right out of MLB the show. I should have quit out of the game. I didn't know it didn't automatically save it. So I had got that save against Detroit. And luckily, I actually get to play in the same game. So my 31st save of the year. We're trying to do it over again. Is basically what's happening. Because I just quit between the two games when I thought it would have auto-saved. But I should have known better. But either way, as you saw, we got the first out. And the next batter comes in. He's gonna fall. We're gonna fall behind 1-0. We then fall behind 2-1. And the next pitch to him is gonna be hit on the ground. Good play by the third baseman, snaring that one. Throws at the first, and it's the out. And there are two gone here in the bottom of the ninth inning here in Detroit. For the second time, we went back in time to play this game, and the Tigers went back in time to get a base hit off of me with two outs. They get the runner on first with two gone. I wanted to get out of the inning, but unfortunately just wasn't there yet. Next batter comes in, though. First pitch to him is going to be a sinker. It misses low, so we fall behind. We are now behind 2-0. We come back with a curveball. 2-0 curveball is never a bad idea because no one ever expects it, even if it's right in the middle. We are able to even count 2-2. We have him hit on the ground. That one's for me. Jack Davis grabs it, throws to first, and we get the save. So for the second time this year, we get our 31st save of the year. Kind of funny how that can happen with save games and stuff. But it's our 165th career save all over again. But now we can finally head into the non-redos part of this episode. Moving forward into the last 2 months of the season. The Mets are a winning team. I think we're like 50. We're like, I don't know, 2 or 3 games over 500 at this point. So about 2 games back in our division. And trying to make the playoffs. But right now doing a training session, trying to keep those points up as we get towards the end of the year, trying to stay strong. If we do make the playoffs, I want Jack Davis to be, on a roll, not someone who's kind of struggling coming into the playoffs, because pitching as a closer in the playoffs can be pretty intense. We are able to get a bronze medal here. I was able to get pretty close to the silver. I had 550 points. 2 chances left. I hit the outside ring with that changeup, so we get 25 points. Then on the last pitch, I get a fastball, and I just hit the outside ring. Middle ring would have possibly given me what I needed, but unfortunately we don't. 57-54, that's what our record is. We are 2 games back in the division, and we're like 6.5 games back in the wild card, so we're pretty much going to have to win the division if we want to make the playoffs. We could come back in the wild card, but I don't know if that will happen. So in our next game, playing against a former division rival, Arizona, we actually have a series against San Diego Padres coming up after this, but we get the first batter to ground out. There is one gone. It's not a save opportunity because we're down 2-0, but whatever. Next batter comes in, and we get him down 1-2. Gonna try to strike him out to get out of this at-bat. Unfortunately, we missed just low. Count goes to 2-2, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. 100-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone. That's my strikeout pitch. We get another one. So there's 2 gone. It's been a pretty good start to this game, just as the last game. Nice to see Jack Davis playing a little better recently. I think his ERA over his last 10 games is now 3.0. It was like 5.5. He was having a pretty bad stretch a couple episodes ago, but he's starting to pull it together a little bit. Still not playing great. 3.0 is like not that good as a closer, but he's doing better, and hopefully we can get it down to 2.0 for our final 10-15 games of the season. We might pitch more than that left. We still have 2 full months, but hopefully we can, kind of pull it down to that. But either way, as you see, they did get a base hit, and the next batter comes in. 0-1 pitch is a ball, so it's 1-1, and then he's going to hit a high fly ball. This is to right field. This ball is back. This ball is gone. A line drive home run, and that's going to hurt your ERA right there, Jack Davis. It's a 2-run shot. Luckily, we were losing 2-0, so we don't get a blown save because of it. It didn't even affect the outcome of the game, really, but letting up 2 runs is never good. So next batter comes in, and we are going to fall behind in the count yet again, 2-1, coming back with a sinker, which we leave up in the middle, and that's going to be hit up the middle. So the Diamondbacks are just kind of clobbering us in this game, and what can I say? This team has always given me trouble. Even when I was on the San Jose Padres. Wow. San Diego Padres. They always gave me trouble. They always hit home runs off of me. This team has been, like, a pain in my butt my entire career. We do strike out Jake Lamb, we get out of the inning, we lost the game. It ended up being 4-1, but we did lose the game. That's the way it goes sometimes. So coming into our next game, we are playing against the San Diego Padres. We've fallen to 57 and 58 on our standings, so we want to get a win here, try to get back to 500. And you know, guys, we've been at 500 the whole year, but we're going to have to pull above that if we're going to make the playoffs. We need to at least win 86, 87 games. We can't finish the year 82, 81, 83. That's not going to be good enough. Even though our division sucks, someone's going to finish ahead of us, and the wild card's not going to be an option. So, you know, at the end of the day, we have to win, start getting a couple games over 500. We don't need to be a 100-win ball club. We got to do a little bit better than that. We get the first batter to swing and miss on a curveball for a strikeout, though. Take another look at this pitch. You don't see a lot of curveball strikeouts for Jack Davis, but that's pretty nice right there. Getting it to sink right out of the zone. Next batter comes in, 1-2 pitch with 2 outs. He's going to chop it on the ground. Shortstop Will Field flipping a throw to first. He gets him, and we get a quick save right there. 32nd save of the year, 32 for 38 now on the year, and 166 for our career. Another note from my MLB 17 video, if you haven't watched that yet, go watch it. But I'm going to do an outfielder for my road to the show, I think I decided, and I think instead of a save counter like this year, I'm going to do a home run counter for next year because I want to do a power hitter. I've never really done a power hitter before. I know I have a power pitcher this year, but yeah, whatever. I kind of want to do that. It'd be fun, I think, to do a home run counter, try to hit 30, 40 home runs a year eventually. That would be a pretty cool thing for me to do, but that's for the time to come. Right now, trying to focus on Jack Davis, still trying to get him a World Series, and there's a look at the league leaders in saves. We're about 5th, 31 saves. We're only 2 back from 3rd in the league, though, so hopefully we can get a few more. First Padres batter almost prohibited us from getting one in this game. He almost hit the run, but we got the fly out. Next batter, 0-2 pitch, and he's going to pop this one up straight to the center fielder. That's just going to be a lazy fly ball, and there are 2 gone. So good job for Jack Davis recovering from that Arizona game in which the 2-run home run happened. He's pitched a little bit better here in this series against the San Diego Padres, his former team. 1-2 with 2 outs now. Ground ball to the left side. That's going to be a base hit. So we don't quite get out of the inning, and we don't want this to turn into like the Arizona game. We don't want this batter to hit a home run. First pitch to him is going to be chopped on the ground. That's not going to be a home run. Oh, a nice flip by the shortstop to give it the second. And we get our 33rd save of the year. And that, guys, is going to be it for this episode of MLB 16, the show. Road to show. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a good end to your week. And I will have much more coming up for you on the weekend. For now, guys, we will see you next time. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this series. I'm Mr. Affleck, 9916. Peace.